Hello guys, and I'm back again with another juicy video from all over the internet that's going to make you rethink everything. Let's just start.
She smiles and mouths "I love you" to her family in court. 24-year-old Shayna Hubers strokes and teases her long hair during breaks. No one would think she's on trial for allegedly shooting her boyfriend dead in a jealous rage.
And I got up off the floor and I grabbed the gun and I shot him.
Huber shot 29-year-old attorney Ryan Poston in the face just hours before he was to go on a date with a Miss USA pageant contestant.
Oh,
Ohio!
This is
Miss
jealousy.
Ohio, Audrey Pulte. She met Ryan Poston on Facebook. They made a date, but while she was waiting for him in a bar, Shayna Hubers shot him at his apartment 6 times. She claims it was self-defense.
Self-defense?
But prosecutors
For
say
what?
she lashed out because he was breaking up with her.
When I first shot him, he let out a really loud noise that sounded like an animal. It was a very animalistic noise. It scared me. It freaked me out.
And because you didn't want to watch him die, you shot him more times to the point where you knew he was dead.
I said those things.
The emotional connection starts to disappear when you begin to prioritize another bond ahead of the one you cultivated with your ex. And when your ex apparently succeeds in doing this first, it can really hurt. What I've discovered, and this is especially true for guys, is that men typically do not grieve a relationship when it ends. They grieve it when they learn that their ex is now seriously involved with someone else. This is because you don't lose someone when you break up with them, or stop talking to them, or start dating other people. You lose them when they begin to move on with someone else. When you learn through her decisions that another man is now enshrined in her heart.
True.
And this happens gradually. You don't lose someone all at once. It's this knowledge and the pain it can create that can motivate men to urgently and desperately seek to preserve a bond that they feel is slipping away. This could be months or even years after the official termination of a relationship. And it's why programs that purport to get your ex back constitute a billion-dollar industry.
This 34-year-old woman in Florida, who worked for the Department of Children and Families, has been charged with first-degree murder after locking her 13-year-old adopted daughter in a garage and beating her to death.
Oh.
Police said after killing
Look at
the
her
girl,
face.
she didn't call for help right away. Instead, she tried to clean up. She scrubbed the garage with bleach and chlorine. Then she called 911. The 13-year-old was found laying by the front door, half naked. She was pronounced dead on the scene. Listen, when you hear people talking about how bad the system is failing these children in foster care, they not making that up. This woman had like 5 children living with her. And I refuse to believe that the 13-year-old girl was the only one she treated like this. She had that 13-year-old girl living like a dog.
Oh.
A real dog.
Wow.
Chained up in the garage.
Really?
Not allowed to come in the house. Bringing her food to her. When it's time for a bath, go get the hose pipe
So evil.
and let me
Evil
shoot
woman.
some water on you. Hear me out. I think people like this should have the book thrown at them. Whatever the judge sentenced her, I feel like it should be multiplied by 13.
This woman is already dead. She just doesn't know it yet.
This video is a perfect example as to why you never drive and live stream at the same time. So
Okay.
this clip shows a girl making an absolutely horrible mistake. She is in the car looking at her phone, checking her live stream, and during one of these times where she checks the live stream, she does so for a little bit too long while not paying attention, and this would turn out to be a very fatal mistake. The live streamer that we saw in that video is this one, a 23-year-old by the name of Satori Baratova. She was also a relatively popular live streamer on a Russian streaming platform. And during this live stream, after getting a little too distracted on her phone, once she looks back up, she realizes she has veered into the oncoming lane. From here, though, it's far too late, and she ends up plowing straight into a bus, which sends her flying across the passenger seat through the window, and a few people in the bus are injured, but they're okay. The actual video of this live stream does show the aftermath too, but I wouldn't recommend looking it up. So again, never drive distracted, whether or not it's live streaming, looking at your phone. It can wait, it's not worth your life.
Psychopaths cannot be rehabilitated. There is nothing currently that works to treat them or rehabilitate them. Now, the psychiatrists and psychologists who work within the settings where there are psychopaths like Levi Belfield, they would argue that we just haven't found what works. So we shouldn't stop trying to find what works. But how do we teach empathy? How do we teach compassion? Because the thing with psychopaths is that they will mimic back any emotion. They will tell you whatever you want to hear. They will tick those boxes. They're chameleon-esque. So how do you know it's genuine? And for the parole board, the litmus test is, are you prepared for him to live next door to you?
Nope.
With your children?
Nope.
Because if you are, then that's one thing. But if you're not, then that tells you really about the level of risk. And often when I get involved in those sorts of assessments, what they say is, well, we've put all these measures in place, these 100+ measures that we're going to force on some poor probation officer that's under-resourced right now with 1 million cases. They're going to do all these. And I say, well, if you have to do all of that, clearly they're not safe. The simple answer is to keep them in. That's what prisons were created for, to protect the public, for the most dangerous type of perpetrator to be behind those 4 walls because they're not safe to be amongst us.
Hey, check this out. I don't know what dude you've been hanging around, but you might as well just go back to him. I can tell you've been around some new meat. I'm not tripping. I'm just saying you're not about to play me. Because you talking like him, you sounding like you got new vocabulary, like you saying words I never heard before. Yeah, like you can't lie to me. Like I've been with you for too long. I wasn't born yesterday, okay? You sounding just like dude. Whoever you've been hanging around, when you start talking like that, when you first got with me, you was picking up my lingo and my words. You remember that?
One thing I've realized is I think people of today have a very short attention span when it comes to relationships. I don't know for you, but then yeah, that's what I feel. And it's crazy. Like it makes dating and relationships so unsafe right now, man. It's crazy. I always say the only thing that you guys have to, or we all have to, get closer to is God. That's the only thing, right? Just make your circle smaller and just get closer to the Most High.
Now you done picked up his lingo, his words, so you might as well just, you feel me, go back to him. You like him that bad, he got you changing your ways. No, don't take your phone off the Bluetooth now, plug back up. Don't take your phone off the aux now. I'm loving these new songs you putting me on. I never even heard of these songs you playing, that's how I know. It's obvious when you like somebody. You start doing the things they doing, saying the things they say, it's obvious. And you looking unfamiliar right now.
And part of the reason why you don't know who you are is because you keep on chasing people. Why are you going to continue to chase somebody where the chase is not even mutual? I'm going to continue chasing somebody where the emotional investment and the emotional commitment is not even being reciprocated. That means I have to lose much more of myself to pursue this person, rather than actually knowing who I am, knowing my worth, knowing what it is that I value, and finding somebody who is compatible. Because even when it comes to compatibility, that also comes with compatibility on the pursuit. That's one of the reasons why you keep on losing yourself, baby.
On December 29th, Monique, a successful real estate agent, got an unexpected call from a woman asking to see a house her company was selling. She had no idea that this one decision would lead her into danger, putting her life at risk and leaving her loved ones in grief. The phone call seemed innocent, but it would soon become clear that Monique had walked straight into the last hours of her life. Today, we went all the way to Minneapolis, Minnesota to cover a case of a real estate agent and mother of 2 young children who was lured to a fake house showing, kidnapped and murdered in a very much painful manner. Before we begin, we would love to extend our deepest and sincere condolences to the family and friends of Monique Ball and everyone affected by the tragic event.
This is crazy.
Sis, let me ask you a question. Why is it that your woman's intuition only seems to work when you think he's cheating,
yeah,
or
right.
you
it's
think
like
he's messing with somebody else, or he's moving foul, or he's entertaining somebody else? It works 100% of the time then, but when it comes to seeing that he's unhappy, that he needs something from you, that his needs aren't being met, that he can't be vulnerable with you because you're not a safe space emotionally, like everything that will be beneficial to him, you can't seem to see that, or your intuition doesn't kick in. Then the problem is you using your woman's intuition in a positive way to help your man in this relationship means that you have to take accountability for what you're not doing on your end, which is why he can't give you what it is you're saying you need from him emotionally. Does he want to give you that? Yes, absolutely. Can he trust you to give you that? No, because you only see what you want to see. You look at that man and you can see everything he's doing wrong, but you can't look at him and see into him to see that he's not getting what he needs from you and he's unhappy. I want you to fix that, because what's going to happen is you're going to let your woman's intuition, your spidey senses, your gut feeling, whatever it is, you're going to allow that insecurity to push your relationship to a place of no return. And then he's going to walk out, he's going to heal, and he's going to end up being with the woman who gives him exactly what it is he was looking for, because he understands by dating you exactly what it is he does not want from the next woman. So low key, you're actually going to help him find a better mate for him, because you refused to be the woman he needed you to be. So all I'm saying is, I want you to use your women's intuition when it comes to stuff that benefits him too. Not just you.
Yeah, right?
Just think about it. God loves you. I love you. Have a swerve.
God loves you.
You see dudes, and it look like this. Nah, you good. It look like this, right? A dude will be with a chick for 10 years. And then it seemed like when he get successful, he leave. And people will be like, oh, you waited till you left to be successful. So check this out. You remember when I was rapping, right? Yeah. I come out of jail. I done all this time. I come home and boom, I'm in the mix. I'm rapping. It's going down. Bro, I would be in the house. You know what I'm saying? At this time, we staying in an apartment, me and my baby mama. I'll be in the house and I'll go in the restroom, cut the music on. I might be up all night just writing to the beats that I got, right? She'll come and have attitudes and all of that. You never supported nothing that I had going on. So now that I'm successful, you really drove me away from you. Now that I'm successful, what make you think that you deserve part of what I had? It's a lot of women out here that don't support the man.
They don't support the
man. They don't support the man. You talk down on him. You're not building him up. And then if he leave and he becomes successful, because sometimes that's what it takes. It take you having to leave from that negative motherfucker to be successful.
No, for real.
So then when I become successful, you feel like I left you behind when you didn't even do nothing to help me get to this point.
Janessa Jones, also known as Sugar Dior, has been missing since Tuesday the 12th in San Jose, California. Janessa was last seen leaving the Hyde Park Lounge around midnight. On surveillance, she can be seen briefly speaking to two men who offered her $500 to come perform at a party. They exit the building and get into a white Dodge Durango. That was the last time Janessa has been seen. She had texted a friend and gave him the address of where they were allegedly headed to, but upon further investigation it was determined to be the wrong address. Janessa's phone was later found in a parking lot in Salinas, California, which is over an hour away from where she was last seen. Janessa's friend went to the lounge himself to try to get more information because he felt that the police were not working fast enough. While the owner of the bar showed him parts of the footage, he would not show him everything. Janessa's family has reported her missing to the local police. However, no official statement from law enforcement has been made. This is a developing story. I'll keep you updated.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. Do you understand these rights as I've explained them to you? Do you understand what I'm telling you, Santiago? Do you understand what I'm telling you? Simple yes or no.
Say nothing, what?
If you don't want to talk to me, you don't have to talk to me, Santiago. You don't have to say anything whatsoever. But I have to read you this card because... How old are you? 17 or 18? Okay.
Smart guy. Santiago is a smart guy.
I took my lunch earlier today. Jack!
Oh!
She cashed out $15 million from him and blew it in 4 years. Here's how. Eddie Murphy, the comedy legend, married his first wife, Nicole Mitchell, in 1993. They looked perfect together and had 5 kids before she called it quits and ran to court for her claim of his wealth. The court, in its usual fashion, granted her request and ordered Eddie Murphy to give her $15 million. Although Eddie wasn't pleased with the outcome, he still moved on and made the money back. But the same could not be said of Nicole. She had the bright idea to give $11 million from the money to a childhood friend, Troy Stratos, to invest overseas for higher interest. The friend even made Nicole think he was being generous by paying for her European vacation expenses. But in reality, it was all a scam. He duped her of $10 million and took a $1 million mortgage on her home, 4 years after her divorce, she was forced to put her home up for sale, and she owed the IRS $846,000.
What?
Although he was caught and sentenced to
An 18-year-old nearly died after contracting bacterial meningitis, possibly from sharing a vape on a night out. Sean Elderton was rushed to hospital when her mother spotted a rash that didn't fade under pressure, a key warning sign. Placed in a coma for 4 days, Sean has since recovered and is now raising awareness of meningitis symptoms. Doctors warn that sharing items like vapes or drinks can increase the risk of transmission, urging people to act quickly if symptoms appear. Her mum, Kerry, shared, "We were told to prepare for the worst. I hope Sean's story will help save lives."
He's recording me now.
What are you doing?
Just stop recording me. He's trying to record me.
What are you doing? Stop hitting.
Stop not hitting you.
What
Get the phone out of my face.
Hey, what are you doing?
What's going on? Why is she crying? She a psycho.
You came over here on your own will.
I did not.
What are you doing?
Stop it.
Hey, stop.
This is what a narcissist does. Help me, please.
Jeez, you're having a narcissist. It's crazy.
Stop it. Why are you recording me?
Because you're crazy.
I'm like naked in your apartment after you just woke up and I don't know what happened.
What?
You politely and you didn't.
I don't know. He's like putting the phone on me and he has unlocking the door.
This is crazy. That's why you never bring any random person to your house, man. Just book a hotel. This is crazy. This is super crazy. Wow, and if the guy is not really careful, he can be charged for nothing, like something that he hasn't done. This is crazy. This is how innocent people end up in, how do you call it, prisons and in messy situations. So guys, man, you should learn something from this video and do the right thing. So if you come to the end of the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and also share with your friends, and also click on the notification bell icon so that any video that I post, you will be the first to get it. Adios amigos, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.